Hi, Zoomers.
So apologies to Sandy for going off script here for just a second, but a preparatory question which may frame the rest of her answers. And the first answer to this question is Mary Haugen, but she can't answer that. So favorite superhero and why?
A superhero. Whoa. I would say it would be the man who donated my kidney. Yeah, Alberto is his name. He's 63 years old from Phoenix, and he donated so his wife could get one. And then obviously Andy, but you all know that already, donated on my behalf, but I would say Alberto.
Very good. What service teams and committees are you on and why?
I'm the co-director of the Community Service Committee for this year, and then Doug McCallum will take over for me. I'm one of the team members for the volunteer committee and chair that with Sandy Call, have for a long time. And I'm on the equity and inclusion team and the anti-trafficking team and youth services, but I don't do very much for them. I'm working on it though.
Okay. What advice would you give to younger Mary?
I would say be true to yourself. I think when you're in high school, you don't really have a fully developed brain yet. And so sometimes you don't maybe live according to the values that you really have inside of you. And even when you're a younger adult, I think sometimes it's hard to do. And I just say, always be true to yourself.
And if you could have coffee or other beverage of your choice with any individual living or dead, who would it be and what would you talk about?
Well, I'd have to have decaf coffee or non-alcoholic beverages. I can give you a whole list of non-alcoholic beer that's pretty good. But I don't, most people will either say their mom or dad or somebody famous. And that's all great, but I really have a little different desire. I would like to meet some people who have done amazing things, extraordinary things, and they're just regular folks. They didn't have any other special talents other than you or me. And there's a couple I'll just highlight. One is the 11-year-old girl named Maddie Morgan, who wrote to President Biden and said, please appoint me to the Supreme Court. Because I know you want a Black woman, and I am. And you want somebody, there's no real qualifications that you have to have. So I'm good. I could do it. And so I'd like to sit down and talk to her about her thought process. And then at the other end of the spectrum, there's a woman whose name is Wilma Melville, and she's in her late 80s now. But she had a dog that was trained to go to bomb sites and look for humans. And she was called to Oklahoma City in 1995 when there was the bombing there. And there were only 15 dogs like hers that were available nationwide to be able to do that kind of search. And she was a retired Phi Ed teacher. She was 62 years old at the time. And she said, it would make sense that we have more dogs. So she decided on her own that she would create some kind of an organization. She didn't know how or who would join in with her, but she would train one dog for every person who died in Oklahoma City, and that was 165 people. So now she's the founder of a national organization to train disaster dogs that go to disasters to search for human beings. And one dog can do the work that 20 humans would be required to do. So that's how important it is. And she's been head of this organization. It's now a national group. And she's just like an 89-year-old lady who decided at age 62, I'm going to do this. And those are the kind of people that I would like to meet.